is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today, it's been crazy. KVK Season 1 has ended, and apparently that means time to burn all the cities. Woo! It's been a little crazy. We've got a peace shield going because stay safe, people. Stay safe. Oh, man. Let's get a view here at the chat. People are saying they're excited. It's early in the morning. You're gosh darn right it's early in the morning. My gosh, it's going to be a crazy day. We don't normally stream this early. For those of you that are here, huzzah! Welcome to the party. Welcome to the zeroing party. Oh, God. What's happening right now? I got to assess. Speaking of things I got to assess, Ice W, good to see you in the chat. I got to remember not to say your name out loud. Ice W. You're one of the only members of the channel who's got their own nickname. Hulk, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm bubbled. And I'm not, like, kind of bubbled with, like, an 8-hour bubble. I popped a 3-day bubble on my restart project. Because it's crazy up in here. What is happening? All right? So, I get a message on Discord that's like, cities are getting zeroed, protect yourself. And I was like, oh God. Now, I knew the end of KVK could get a little crazy, all right? So I put my city in the restart project underneath a fortress. I put myself under a fort in Zone 4. This is not a coincidence. Okay? So season 1 of KVK ended, and guess what? I mean, somebody's the traitor. Do you see what's going on here? It's Crazy Town. Somebody just got the traitor title. All right. So not only is it the end of KVK, but they timed the end of KVK with the kill event of Mighty Governor. That is like the most tempting of opportunities. It's just like, hey, start zeroing people. Oh no. Mr. or Miss Ingham, hi there, a new subscriber, been playing Rise of Kingdoms for a couple months, have to say your videos have been very helpful. I'm glad to hear that. What else would be helpful to a new player? What would be helpful to you? Finally, a stream I can relate to, Ice W. Indeed, a stream we all can relate to. It's the kill event. Do you need to be afraid? Do you need to be afraid? Be very afraid. So, look. We got all kinds of messages indicating like, hey, look out, stay safe, blah, blah, blah. Silver Sword, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. It looks like you renewed your membership, which is awesome. If our members could rock some hype emojis for Silver Sword, that'd be cool. Yo, Chisgule, finally made it to your stream. Welcome, Mr. Joker. Welcome, Mr. Joker. Whoo, my volume's way too loud. Hold the phone. There we go. We fixed that. Baz, and Doglio rocking those emojis. What's a good epic legendary combo for infantry? There's so many options. Sun Tzu's going to be your epic pick, and then any infantry legendary you want is a good pair. Richard should be your first invest, though. Richard the first. Okay, so, look at this. I don't know how all this territory got disconnected. We got all these people off territory. This is a terrifying place to be in a kill event in KVK after KVK has ended. Because at the end of this, people go back to their home kingdom and there's zero repercussions or repayments you can make to the other kingdoms that were impacted. Gross. Someone is saying, so laggy, huh? Frames. Apparently, I need to buy a new streaming computer. Let's close basically everything else that we have going. Yeah, it gets laggy every time, huh? See, this is funny because some people say they see lag and other people say they don't. And I've got almost every program closed on my computer. So, we're going to buy a new stream computer. That's happening. What's going on, Sneaky Pete? We'll get a new streaming rig. It's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. Encoding is overloaded. Consider turning down the video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Oh, well, I think we found the answer. Encoding is overloaded, huh? Well, consider using a faster encoding preset. Where would I even find that? Output, streaming, encoder. All right. Well, after this stream, we can doctor the encoding settings. We figured it out, though. Good job, stream. Nice work. That was very productive. Holy moly. That's a big-ass mug, somebody says. Well, we need a big-ass amount of caffeine right now. It's early in the morning. Very choppy, bud? Gosh darn it. Hey, Chis, I'm from Uruguay. Recently started to play Rise of Kingdoms with your guides and videos, but I'm free to play in 2 weeks, 1.3 thousand power. Ooh, 130,000 power? 1.3 million power? What does KK mean? What does 2 Ks mean next to a number? It's probably millions. Good morning. Any tips for us is it's becoming more cutthroat? Well, I bubbled. Let me show you what we got going on over here, okay? This is just a small number of the messages we got. Some of them I felt like I needed to like kind of hide and not show everybody because it just got a little too intense. Here are some of the messages about KVK ending. Warning. With the end of KVK, and the start of the kill event, there is a high possibility of indiscriminate murder within the Lost Kingdom. I woke up to this message. Indiscriminate murder in the Lost Kingdom. Therefore, for safety, all 1507 server players are recommended to return to the home kingdom. All right, so pretty wild, right? This is one of like a dozen. Next mail, we have to translate it. Indiscriminate kill event warning. As KVK ends, the kill event begins. The KVK area is no longer safe because indiscriminate kills are expected. I feel like at the end of the KVK, you have to act as if this could happen. Someone put a really amazing comment on my previous video about this. In fact, a bunch of people put amazing comments on my previous video about this, where cities were zeroed at the end of our KVK, and the comment was basically in the vein of, like, look, people, this is a mobile game, and even if you set the strictest rules and enforce them, like, it's a mobile war game where some kid with their parents' credit card could just start zeroing cities and not care. Like, you should keep yourself safe, and no amount of rules will get you your stuff back. So keep yourself safe. This gets into the realm of like personal accountability and like what do you do to take care of your own city. But let's pause for that message for a moment and welcome Liam Kirsten to be a member of the channel. Baz already rocking those hype emojis. Let's get some hype emojis for our new member. That is awesome. I do really appreciate your support. It does mean a lot. And I gotta drink some tea. I gotta wake up. Sax said it would be so funny if you could port your main account the moment they try to zero your alt. Curious to see their reaction. I feel like I need to do like an evil laugh when I read that out loud. Like, like I don't actually have a proper evil laugh, but like you port over with your main, right? They're like zeroing you with some 30 million account, and then you start zeroing the 30 million account with your main. Anyways, all right. Ice W rocking those emojis. Hey Chisgule, I found Rise of Kingdoms on 500,000 power. Welcome aboard. Hurry to nest 4822. I'm free to play, just looking for some tips on commanders, like good open field commanders that are epic rarity, and thank you. Well, no, thank you for the comment. Go invest in Joan of Arc for the open field. Go look at my commander guide playlist. Look at that playlist, bookmark it. Spend time there, search up whatever commander you want on our channel. We got them all. And go to the beginner playlist and the restart playlist. I gave you so much homework just now. But if you want a brain dump from Chisgule to you, straight from my brain to yours, with YouTube in between, then go to those playlists. Mutalyev, thank you for the £2 super chat. Don't mind me just balancing my credit card. Cheers to you. I need to do my taxes soon. Ugh, I need to do my taxes soon. What else happened? Hello, everyone. Please don't attack 505, but you can defend yourself. Hi, everyone. Teleport back to the home kingdom. There's no point in staying. Your troops in city might get hit. There are no kill events in our home kingdom. Maintain peace. But I can't guarantee safety in the Lost Kingdom. You can, and these are all like, you can look at the timestamps on when these happen. Pre-warning. All EXR members, please be vigilant and use peace shields. Well, this is terrifying. There may be issues going on, so be safe. I want you all to bubble. SIP2 needs our help, so this escalated quickly over the course of 6 hours. As the title states, SIP2 need our help. Anyone able to help defend themselves, please join SIP2 and help Memento. Poor Memento, they were probably zeroed. Ignore last mail for now. Peace is achieved. Who knows what's going on? I mean, like, this is what we're up against, people. Oh, there's more. Stop everything. Don't make mess from now on. The council's trying to solve the problems. Don't attack anyone. Right? Like, this is crazy. And the thing that I want to convey here is that this is all normal levels of crazy for the end of a KVK. Protect yourselves, people. Protect yourselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to actually play this account because we bubbled up and I was like, my real life right now is crazy. I am bubbled and just staying in a bubble, and that's going to be my life right now. Hashtag living that bubble life. We're going to pop some boosts because we definitely need to rock some boosts. Is Cao Cao primary and Pelagius secondary good? Yes, it is if what you're doing is running around killing barbs. That's a great combo. Or if you're running around and slaying people in Mighty Governor, or you need a march that's just sneaky because of the hasty departure talents. All of those would be good reasons to use a Cao Cao primary with a Pelagius secondary. The Pelagius secondary is offering some amount of healing, and also, actually, it's a very high amount of healing. It's 450 healing over the course of, per second, over the course of 2 seconds, so it's, 900 healing. That's as much healing as Cao Cao gives. Cao Cao heals for 1,000. So, we're going to use these marches, kill some of the last barbs of Lost Kingdom. Dude, play this account more, please. I'd like to. I wish I could do this full time. I wish this was like a full time thing. We like, I don't know. It's a thing we would really like to do. I'll say it like that. I would really like to do that. I'd like to just hang out with y'all, play games, win some, you lose some, that kind of stuff. Chisgule, can you please tell me what is the best city for you, please? Okay, so I think you might mean civilization. By the way, this is a peacekeeping build. Someone asked for a peacekeeping. Well, no, they asked for my Ethelflaed build, but this is a peacekeeping build. If you were battling other players, hold the phone. If you're battling other players, you'd go first of all, absolutely make your way to rejuvenate. Like you just have to have rejuvenate, which is over here. I think that runs you like 18 points total. So you make your way over here, you get rejuvenate. This is a must grab. The other thing that I really like for battling other players is this right here, skill damage taken by 9%. Really solid. You could make your way over here to emergency protection. The other route you could go that I kind of like is maybe a more immediate step to get your rage generation even more insane is to make your way up here. Generates 6 rage every time the commander's troops is attacked. Like that's huge. And you could start to invest your points over here, making your way to the talent up at the top, which we will in fact be able to achieve. Now, the reason I like going this way is after you use a skill, increase the defense by 20% for the next 2 seconds. Now, the other route you can take from here is you kind of want to get 1 point into Cage of Thorns so that you can activate the damage boost from Ethelflaed when your target is slowed. You also kind of want to make your way over here to fresh recruits. If I just look over here, this warrior queen expertise skill is why you would want to go do that. Now, we're still some number of skills away from needing that. So if you're in the early game, you don't need those points right away. So there's a question about like what civilizations do I think are good? Look, If you're into civilizations, you should go and check out my All Civilizations Ranked video. It's very good. It's extremely detailed, and all of those recommendations are 100% unchanged. But, look, I started with Britain, and I actually never changed because I really like the troop training boost. If I was playing the account more actively, I desperately need resources, and Japan would be sort of an interesting pick. For this account, what would I do with this account? People like Spain a lot, by the way. They're like really hyped on Spain. But Spain will lose a lot of value as you get into the end game and your commanders are all leveled up. I generally am a huge fan for fighting of the Ottoman Empire for the march speed. The downside here is that you have archer units, and archer units are like fine, but there's just not that much going on right now in the legendary commander front for archers. I think the next Mighty Governor cycle, after our Guan Leo, is going to be new archers. I think those archers are going to have really high amounts of skill damage. And I think that Tamaris as a secondary to a commander, be it one of the new commanders, or with Edward Tommy, and you just run around debuffing targets, I think that is going to become meta. I think that is what is about to happen. That is my prediction. I think skill damage is going to come back. It's going to come back with a vengeance. And we're going to see what the balance level is of these commanders compared to commanders like Attila Takeda. They're going to have to do some interesting stuff to not make overpowered commanders. And I think if I were the developers, I would be looking for a way to rein in Attila Takeda. What I would do at this point, because it's very hard for a developer to nerf a commander that people have spent a lot of money on, okay? It's very hard for the developers to go do that. I mean, they can do it, but then they have to consider, like, compensating people who invested in that commander, and it just gets very weird. So if I were a developer and I felt like Attila and Takeda were too strong or overrepresented in the meta, I would create a combo that either counters the Attila Takeda or is better than the Attila Takeda for that same role that Attila Takeda was very good at. Well, the thing is that Attila Takeda, like, you really would be hard-pressed to, like, push the edge any further for rallying stuff. So I feel like new archer commanders should hard counter Attila Takeda in the garrison, which is weird because they're archers and Attila Takeda's cavalry, but that's what I would do. I would hard counter Attila Takeda, and I would make them garrison commanders. And I would just blow them up somehow. Now, how would you hard counter Attila Takeda? You would probably do something that, like, profoundly decreases normal attack damage taken. Right? Isn't that what you would do? Ooh, you could also reduce rage of the target. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. And you could also do a disarm. You could do a disarm. Yeah, what would I do? If I were building these new archer commanders, at least one of them would be garrison, if not both, to counter Attila Takeda. And what would I do? I would have a disarm effect, for sure, on one or both of them. And I would reduce your normal attack damage taken pretty substantially. And I'd have some healing. Chisgule sounds like Charlie from It's Always Sunny. Huh. Legendary, but not epic. I don't know why the developer doesn't introduce new epics or maybe increase the level of epics. You know, chat, my stance on epics, okay? My stance on epics is that I would love to see more of them. And I would love for epics to have sort of some less powerful versions of things that you see on legendary commanders so that everybody can feel like they can get in on that action, you know? The other reason I really like that is that it creates more situations where it might just be correct to pair an epic and a legendary because they, like, both kind of do something that's amplifying each other. I mean, we get a little bit of that today with, like, Sun Tzu and Yi-Song, right? They really kind of, like, amplify each other, which is super amazing. So I would like to see more stuff like that. Hey, Chis, should I expertise Cao Cao? So, Liam, I would say it depends. I would be very hesitant to use a lot of universal sculptures to do it. So it depends on how close you are to your expertise skill on Cao Cao. If you're a big spender in the game, then I would be very supportive of making the daily bundle purchases. The daily bundle purchases as a way of getting Cao Cao sculptures. However, I would be really hesitant to use universals because after you've used all your universal sculptures, you're going to end up with just a bunch of dead Cao Cao sculptures every time they come from a gold key. So if I can navigate my way to my gold keys here, we'll open all 30 of these gold keys now. If I had Cao Cao expertise and I got any Cao Cao sculptures right now, they'd all be wasted. So I really like going all in on commanders that are not in the gold keys that you are going to get no matter what just by playing the game. Even if you're not spending big, you're just minding your own business, you're going to get some of them from gold keys. I need one more epic cavalry commander for open field fighting. Well, great news, Jigs. There are so many good epic cavalry commanders. Pelagius is amazing. Baibars is amazing. Belisarius is also strong. You have so many choices. Hey, Chisgule, even the Crusades started in my kingdom in this last day of the Strategic Reserve. I'm in 8th place in the Strategic Reserve. Should I start Marauders or continue Barbarians? Wow, that's a great question. That is a great question. Wow. You know what? Let's answer that question a little more clearly. First and foremost, I got to slay a barb. However, to answer your question, I need to go look at Strategic Reserve. Do we have it in this kingdom? We do. If we look at Strategic Reserve and we look at the rewards, rank, you said your rank what? Rank 4? 8th. You're 8th place. Okay. 8th place. So we're talking about, here's the thing. We're talking about 15 sculpts, which is pretty cool. A small amount of gems. However, it's for a gathering commander. So, like, expertising your gathering commanders is cool. But do you want that more than you want all the other stuff? I think you do Marauders. You'll probably drop down to rank 11 to 20. And, like, I don't know that you care. I don't know that you care about that. So I would say probably go all in on Marauders instead. That would be my guidance. Hopefully that's helpful. I feel like it is. I feel like that is helpful. Blue Savvy Gaming, what's going on? Should I put Universal Sculptures in Sun Tzu? Heck yeah, you should. Georgie, drop those sculptures in Sun Tzu. I mean, if we look at the commanders I personally invested in, okay? This is what I actually invested in on this account. This is what I actually did. If you look at the epic tier, here's where we started, right? Like, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, or at least my epic sculptures. We got Joan of Arc. We got Lohar from Rallying Lohars. We've got Boudica, who we chose, Britain as our starting civilization to get a lot of her sculpts. We got Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu was one of the first ones, right? What was our order? It was probably Boudica, then Sun Tzu, then Joan, and then Pelagius. Pretty sure that was the order. Hellblazer, thank you for the €2 donation. Finally, I'm back on time for your stream. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for that donation. I think Spain is bad long-term right now. I mean, there's no place for it in the end game. Like, all my commanders are level 60. What am I doing? I don't need the experience. And, like, yeah, the resource production's fine, but, like, it's just fine. Gear helps push commanders to do tons of damage. Gear is going to be very important soon. Let me tell you, Zenoodle, you're correct. But I would not say gear is going to be very important soon. I would say gear is very important right now, and illustrate how serious I am about that. If I look at some of my commanders, I do have a Staff of the Lost on Ethelfled, and my gear here is pretty good. Liam Kirsten, thank you for the Czar7 super chat with the $sign emoji. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Um, for gear, we're in a pretty good spot here. Look at this infantry gear, baby. Look at this infantry gear. Fatana, hello to you. Do you see Richard as a worthwhile investment for a free-to-play player? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's talk legendaries, right? So this is our restart project. This is where we made our real investments, okay? This is where we made our real investments. Let me show you the legendaries. Let me show you the legendaries, but give me 2 seconds to talk to the stream fairy. 2 seconds. Conference with the stream fairy. Be right back. All right, we're back. The stream fairy's my wife. Spoiler alert. The stream fairy's my wife. And if anybody says, how is Chisgule Mini, for those of you just catching up on the channel or here for the first time, Chisgule Mini's our newborn baby. Chisgule Mini's doing very well. Chisgule Mini's doing very well. Okay, so let's talk legendaries. On the legendary front, there's 2 choices that you have for where to invest. There's 2 choices for where to invest. You have, where did he go? 7 seconds. But how is that mini school funding going? Wow, chat blew up. Holy jeez. I found your city in Kingdom 75. All right. Wow. Verification rewards. Who is the best open field commander for a free-to-play player? I would say Joan of Arc is the biggest role player for a free-to-play player. L is watching the stream and doing Marauders. Yeah, rock those Marauders, dude. All right, back to Commanders. Back to Commanders. Oh, by the way, I guess we could summon this guy. Let's summon Khan. Confirm. We unlocked him the other day, and that means we're going to get a Writer of History bundle. Let's get the handy-dandy Spend Bloquer up on the wall. We're going to buy this bundle. Get those 10 legendary sculptures, which is really solid. And then we're going to go put them into a commander. So here we go. Spend blocker down. Boom. All right. $5. So, on the topic of commanders, you've got 2 choices. You've got Richard I as a great first investment, and you've got Esau. Now, if you're going to go for the expertise skill, my recommendation would be to go for Esau. The reason is that this expertise skill is just so transformative in so many ways. It's just amazing. So I prefer Esong if you're going for the expertise skill. If you don't think you're going to go for the expertise skill, which is totally okay, right? You're going to rock like the first 2 skills maxed, or maybe you just plan to do 5-1-1-1 and like call it a day. Then like, yeah, go for Richard. Richard at 5-1-1-1 is really good. It's debatable that like I should just do that with my sculptures because this would be so good. I mean, I could see it. The reason I like these 2 commanders is that you're not going to get their sculptures any other way. You're not going to get them from gold keys. After their wheels have happened, which is where you unlock them, that's all you see of them for some time. So I like these commanders because there's 0 wasted sculptures after you invest here. So not only are they very, very, very good, but there's no waste. So I feel like a broken record talking about these particular commanders so much, but just to put a little more, money where my mouth is on this one, I'm going to put at least 1 more skill onto Esong. 42 sculptures, move them over, smash the button. New skill onto Esong. When we get up to 160 sculptures total, we probably will just expertise him at that point and like feel really good about it. After we've completed that project, who's next? Who's next? Probably Richard. I mean, the dude is good, right? Like money where my mouth is. It's such a good invest as a commander. The other choice we could make that I think would be kind of interesting when they enter into the game would be to go for Constantine. I think that would be really interesting as an investment. to go all in on Garrison with this account. But I'm not T5, so it's not like I'm going to Garrison anyways. But I would think of it a little differently than going all in on Garrison. I would think of it as going all in on being someone who buffs my allies, right? Because at 20 million power, like, wake up, people. That's the role. That's the job. Get in structures, buff. Like, those are the things you do. And you do them very well. You do this right here, reduce all damage taken by 10%, just as good as the player who's 100 million power, right? Like, you do this right over here. You do this just as well as a 100 million power player, right? Like, you do this right over here. Whoop. These debuffs right here. Boom. Just as well as a 100 million power player. See what I mean? See what I'm getting at? You see what I'm driving to? All right. I feel like I answered that question maybe a little too much. Hopefully that was a good answer. Why is this low hype on Minamoto lately? Okay, so I made a video about Minamoto, and I was like, is Minamoto still good in 2020? I think he is, but I don't think if you have access to all of the endgame commanders that he's going to be your top pick. So I think he's good, but I don't think he's the top pick. Dude, let's see some action. Man, I got a 3-day peace shield. I don't know what kind of action you want to see. But okay, let's get some action of some kind here. We could use our underleveled commanders to go slay some stuff in the Sunset Canyon and Lost Canyon. So why don't we go do that? We get these rewards, by the way. Claim the goodies. Get some Ethelfled sculptures. Rock the free refresh. Gold star. Some speed ups. I love it. We're getting the goodies. If we zoom back out here, we can go into our boxes. We save our boxes for you. On the restart project, we save these for you. So what do we got? Some supply boxes, some magic boxes. We got 42 treasures of the Warrior Queen, 11 sculptures out of the deal. Feels like we got the poor end of that deal. 65 compensation chests, which are going to have basically nothing. Is Expertise Sun Tzu better than El Cid? What are the skills on El Cid? I would say no, if they're expertise, but they do very different things. All right. I have maxed Isong, Mina, Ethelfled, and Sao. I want to go... Oh my gosh, this is a detailed question. I want to go for archers, but the commanders aren't great. Should I save my heads for an infantry march and rolling with Alex? I would wait like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're going to find out what the newest archer commanders are going to be, and maybe that'll change your investment strategy. George, rocking the 2 BGN super chat. Chisgule Gaming, upper low spender pairing for Sun Tzu. An upper low spender pairing for Sun Tzu. Okay. I think that Isong and Sun Tzu is phenomenal. I think that's a phenomenal pair. And we can show you my money where my mouth is. My money where my mouth is. Sun Tzu Isong. There you go. I think it's a really good pair. I might split them at this point, personally, because I think once I get a couple more commanders expertised, I can do that elegantly. Right now, I just don't have like the archer commanders to do this, but what I would do is I would rock Isong and Kusunoki in this game mode, and I would replace my Pelagius March, and I would pair Sun Tzu with Ulji Mundak and put them in front to tank, rather than using the, Pelagius Bybars that I have right now off to the side. I think it's a very vulnerable march. So that's probably the sort of tweak I would make there. Meeks, what's going on? Member of the channel, good to see ya. Let's do some challenges here. Let's see if we can beat some people, even though our commanders are super underleveled, because we just don't have the time to play this account as much as I would like. I think we're going to match this up like this. That seems good. And we'll fire it up. Rooster Rock says, I love you, Chisgule. Hilarious. Blue Savvy Gaming. Same Meeks, I was late today. Liam says, Chis, is it better to use Minamoto or Lohar for battling barbarians? They're both good. Use them both. Use them both. Lohar for sustain, Minamoto for punch. Can you explain why you chose Naked Rage over Latent Power in the skill tree? Sure. We can do that. We can do that. I don't remember which one is which. One of those is additional skill damage. And additional skill damage is only the things that say additional skill damage. So, generally the talents that affect additional skill damage have less overall effect. The other one, I think it's Latent Power, increases your damage dealt and taken, your skill damage dealt and taken, which like is really good, but also makes you really vulnerable to getting swarmed. That's this. Oh no, Naked Rage is the one, and this is Latent Power. All right, I had them backwards by name, but you increase your skill damage dealt, but you also increase your skill damage taken, which is not amazing. Not amazing. A bunch of folks in the chat are saying you need resources. If you have not yet gone to my old playlist for gathering resources, it is very good. Every bit of advice there is still relevant. Go check out my resource gathering playlist. It will give you everything you need to know to gather ridiculous amounts of resources. So how do we line up here for victory? I feel like this is good, and this is good, and this is good, and I guess this is okay. I really want to go in all in on their archers, I guess, and I accidentally hit start, so hopefully it goes well. What would you do when you're free to play, collect 145 gems for castle so I can continue research, or spend 80k gems for VIP 12? I don't think VIP 12 is all that worth it, is it? Like, it's good, but it's not that good. Also, I feel like my choices here might not work very well for how I paired to line up the defense. This is going to be really interesting. I do not think this is going well. I think we are going to be in some trouble. We're going to be in some trouble. VIP 12 is the double gold heads. Oh, is it? Maybe I'm confusing things. VIP 12, we got to look at the VIP benefits to answer this question, which we'll do in just a second. I think my Sun Tzu E-Song is just going to carry the day, and it's not going to matter what they do. Yeah. All right, we win. Good match. All right, VIP 12. I don't think it's double heads at VIP 12. We're VIP 11. Yeah. Oh, no, it is double heads. Okay. Okay, the question is real. The question is real. Hold the phone. I didn't doubt that it was real, but now I'm super intrigued myself. Choices are, you're free to play, collect 145 gems for Castle 25 so I can continue research and spend 80,000 gems for VIP 12. So 80,000 gems for VIP 12 would be kind of like getting 40 gold heads from the VIP shop. 40 gold heads from the VIP shop. So, am I doing that math right? I am. So I feel like the VIP is actually very compelling in this instance because you could spend 80,000 gems, and for the first 40 days, you're breaking even. But then for the rest of the time, you're ahead. The only thing that's kind of a downside there is that, I'd sort of wonder what your rate of VIP gain is. If your rate of VIP gain is really high other ways, then that is kind of wasteful because, if it was going to take you a really long time to get to VIP 12, then spending the gems is more compelling. But if it was not going to take a lot of gems to get, or a lot of time to get there, because you're in a high spending alliance, you're getting a couple thousand VIP a day, then it's less compelling. So I would say it depends a little bit on your rate of VIP gain. The other thing I'll say, though, is that, being able to continue on your research is a really big deal. If you are totally bottlenecked right now on your research, you kind of need to unblock that. So if you're totally blocked on being able to proceed because your castle, yeah, I mean, I think you have to do the castle, but I think there's also value in the VIP. Hopefully that's a helpful answer. All right. I don't know if it's safe to gather resources. Probably not, but let's just do it anyways. If my gatherers get hit, y'all will find that funny, right? That will be funny. So we'll just go gather while the resource gathering is maybe bad, but maybe good. Oh, jeez. Hashtag living that dangerous life. All right. Resource gatherers are out. We're back in Canyon. Actually, I've not been here a while. Yeah, it's claim those goodies. We'll do that canyon too in a second. Okay. So let me scroll back down. Holy jeez. Chat. You guys have a lot to say this morning, and I love that. Should Genghis Khan be released in our kingdom? Should I get him to 40, 5511, and use him with Minamoto as a secondary? And when he's 60, he'll be primary. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a great plan. 5511 Khan is an amazing Khan. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. This player looks pretty tough. They got the Ethelflaed Joan. I feel like they know what they're doing. I feel like this player knows what they're doing, and if I battle them, I'm going to get wrecked. Their defensive configuration looks pretty decent. I can hard counter this lane with the Sun Tzu, which I feel very good about. And I have to put my Joan there for the buffs to everybody. So that is just sort of a no-brainer pick for me. I kind of want the Ethelflaed over here and the Pelagius down south. I think my Pelagius is going to lose. My mid lane is going to win, but barely. And top lane, I am probably going to do well. Yeah, okay, I think I could win this. What's the best archer commander? I mean, it's Esong. Esong. It's all about Esong. Chis, should I use Constantine in Canyon? Heck yeah. Constantine is a monster in Canyon. Constantine is a legit monster in Canyon. I'm really close to VIP 16. Would it be smart to spend gems to get to VIP 17 for the training buff? I have not done the math on that, but that sounds extremely expensive. 1,000,000 gems? I would not gem VIP 17 unless you are training absolutely insane numbers of troops. We are completely slaying this matchup. Nice. All right, we win. Cool. All right, well, that went a lot better than I thought, even with our underleveled commanders. Pretty much all of our commanders are below level 50, and all of their commanders were above level 50. This one, they've got some pretty solid choices here for commanders, honestly. This would be a tough matchup. Yeah, let's do it. This looks hard. Oh, nope. Look at how they placed that El Cid. By the way, in 2020, nor in 2019, is it ever correct to put archers on their own. Those archers are just dead. They're just dead. I will hard counter that, and, like, that's easy. Yep. This is a pretty easy config. I think they have more troops than me, so this is going to be hard still. But they basically gave me that El Cid for free, which I feel pretty good about. I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's do it. New Kingdom, what alliance tech should I focus on for KVK? Ooh. Oh, load time was too long, but we won anyways. All right, cool. And look at that. With our underleveled commanders, we're already up to rank 56. I mean, we're hitting a point, though, where I don't think we can win these matches. Like, we're just totally overpowered here. Like, I don't know that we can find someone beatable. This looks tough. This looks also tough. Whatever, let's just do it. Oh, they put their Joan of Arc in the wrong spot. All right, well, this is winnable now. This could be winnable. How would I do this? The thing that they did well is that there's not really a killer place for me to put my archers. Like, I kind of want to counter the Sun Tzu, and I could go like that. I am pretty worried about the level of squishiness of my mid lane, though. I think my mid lane is in some serious trouble. And I don't know the top lane is going to be able to accommodate. So this could get pretty awkward. Is Minamoto worth using at 5-1-1-1? Yeah, absolutely. 5-1-1-1 Mina's good. I don't think it's amazing. I think that some expertise epics will start to be better in different situations, but I think it's good. I would focus on one commander for giving sword. Yes, Foxman. Generally, I agree with you. Focusing in is good. Wow. I don't think this is going well for us. I do not think this is going well. This is going to be not good. We're getting kind of wrecked, even in bottom lane, countering their archers. Uh-oh. I think we're outmatched here. Oh, yeah, we're going to lose. That's game. I think we were outmatched. We just got to level up our commanders, and that would have been fine. We could do this one. This looks tough. No, I don't want to do this one. Hellblazer, new member of the channel. Thank you for becoming a member. If we could get some hype emojis welcoming Hellblazer, that would be awesome. Let's see here. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we hit? We could go... This looks tough. I don't know. Let's try this one. I don't feel good about this, though. I do feel good about where I can put my archers in this. But they got a lot of infantry running around here. And I am pretty concerned about that. I don't think this is going to go well. Any KVK tips? My biggest KVK tip is to, at all times, protect your account. Maintain personal accountability for the safety and well-being of your account. Stay on territory. Use peace shields. Even if you think like, oh, I'm on territory, I'm fine. No, you're not. Use a peace shield. Territory changes hands really fast in KVK. It's crazy. People are out for blood. Don't fool around. Go to safety. Use a teleport. Use a peace shield. Don't be, penny wise, pound foolish. Alliance tech for KVK, right. I think your war technology is crucial for KVK. Your war technology, your member size, your flag health and longevity is really important. Those are the alliance technologies that are going to matter the most. Hey, Chess, I have 50,000 gems and currently at VIP 8. Should I push to VIP 10? You should push to VIP 10. I don't know that you should use your gems for it right away, though. You're still a little bit of distance away. I mean, like, if the spending in your alliance is good, you should get there pretty quickly. How much VIP did it take to get to 10? I don't know that I remember. What was it to VIP 10? Like 150,000 VIP? Yeah, if you're at VIP 8, like you still got some time before you maybe need to spend gems. Marauder chests, they give lots of good loot. Marauder chests give lots of good loot. All right, we'll claim all this. We claim all this. And we could go actually to Lost Canyon. I think we got to spend here. We got to spend down. How much currency did we end up with? Not very much at all. What do we get? What do we get? I can't unlock one of these patterns. I don't have enough. So I think what I do is I just get these green chests. The green and the blue chests cost the same amount. And in that case, you always want to buy the lower tier versus the higher tier because you can always upgrade, but downgrading is expensive. So I'll just buy all these. I mean, 18 material chests. Whatever. That's cool. We'll take it. And let's forge some gear here. I was looking at that earlier. We need to forge some gear. In Canyon, who do we want to gear up? Right now, we've got Minamoto, who's definitely geared out. I would like to gear out Joan of Arc with some infantry gear. That seems like a great choice. And our Ethelfled is geared out, and our Sun Tzu is geared out. Let's gear out Ethelfled. And I also kind of want to gear out some archers, but we could do Ethelfled. Or Joan of Arc, rather. Do I want to quit? Yes. Joan of Arc seems like a good pick. So let's see here. Our Ethelfled, I believe, was already looking svelte. Look at this. She's already got a lot of gear. And granted, like, that's infantry gear and that's archer gear. It's good enough. It's good enough. This is good enough for what we're doing there. But I'm pretty sure that if I go to Joan of Arc, like, what do I even have here? We need a weapon, y'all. We need a weapon. And if we got the... Would we go... We'd go leadership, I think, if we got the special... If we got the special talent, we'd go leadership. So let's see if we have enough to make another Staff of the Lost. I don't know that we do. We might, but we probably don't. Let's see here. We go into crafting, and we go over here, and we go here. Let's combine materials. What do we got? If I combine all this, we got, okay. Okay, maybe we do have enough. Maybe we do have enough. We need 60 of these, though? Jeez. Okay. That's going to be a lot. I guess we'll see. We get there. Okay. Maybe we could do this. I'm kind of surprised. Do we have the feathers? Oh, we are way short on feathers. All right, how about the bones? Oh, yeah, we're killing it over here. I don't even remember how many we needed, but we definitely have enough. So we could do this. And that's awesome. So what do we need? Feathers. All right, let's see what we can do about that. Probably not enough. Oh, wow, we did this out of order. Look at all these chests we had. Gosh darn it. Can anybody answer me when Saladin comes to a kingdom event? I'm pretty sure Saladin... When is Saladin? Saladin is on Mighty Governor at the same time that Khan is on the wheel. Is that right? I feel like that's what it was for my kingdom originally, but maybe that's not true now. I guess I'll claim all these. What's our Mighty Governor here? Our Mighty Governor is, pardon me, El Cid. It's El Cid. Saladin comes after KVK ends. All right. Ice W says after KVK ends. There's our answer. All right, so let's keep opening stuff. Let's keep opening stuff. We got the supply boxes. We did already. All right, Treasures of the Shadow Legion. Will we get anything cool? Actually, wow, yes. Holy jeez, this is what we should be making. We should make these. Windswept boots and windswept bracers? Oh, hell yeah. All right, well, change of plans. We're going to make that. And these 19 Shadow Legion material bundles, those certainly will come in handy. Oh, yeah. Look at all those goodies. There's some feathers we needed. Not enough, but some. All right, and then Treasures of the Warrior. We'll rock all these. A little bit more materials out of the deal. And we got 36 gray chests. We got 33 green chests. You know, some goodies out of that. And we got 2 of the blue ones. All right. Bone and cloth. So, man, if I look at my commanders, what do we have here? Oh, we already have good gear here. Look at this. We already have some good stuff here. And on my Sun Tzu, I feel like we have already got good stuff too. We don't need march speed on Sun Tzu. Right? We got good stuff here. This is decent. I mean, these boots are a little questionable. We could do better. What about Ethelfled? Honestly, I love gear. This is like, maybe that's silly, but it's one of my favorite parts of the game. Edward is good depending on what you want to do. I think Edward's just okay. Like, he's good if you're rallying stuff with Esong. I think he's just okay. I don't think he's amazing in Canyon. Just my alliance is the point of capturing the Lost Temple. Do you have any tips? Liam, check out my video where we captured the Lost Temple like 1,000,000 years ago. It was a lot of fun. It was like Kingdom, 51 takes the Lost Temple. Ah, wow, those were the days. Those were the days. Reminiscent. Gosh, maybe I don't need to make that gear I thought I wanted to make. I do want to find a way to spend gold, though. Maybe the way to do this is to... We're so close here. Combine materials. What are we at? Combine all this. We're close, but no cigar. We can finish up a couple patterns. One of these. And 2 of these. Wow. Wow, we're going to have to make some stuff. Just, would you invest in Tamaris if you don't have Edward? That, probably not, Adam. Probably not. So to set the record straight, everybody, I would not be investing in commanders right now unless you have a crisis need. We are, in my opinion, between 2 and 4 weeks away from seeing new commanders. And if that is true, let's just see what they are first. And then we can make some decisions. I would wait. I would wait on that. I would wait on that. That would be my sincere recommendation. Also, apparently I can build something. Wait, really? All right. What can I build? I don't have enough books to do that. I guess I could spend gems. Put some money where my mouth is sort of a moment. Spend some gems over there. What do I want to build? What do I even need? I'd love to do more hospital, but like, I don't have the resources for that really. But hospital seems really important. I should do this during an event, but hospital seems really important. Do I have the food for this? Yeah, I've got 19 million food. Do I have the stone for this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do the hospital. And what I could do, if I'm feeling really spendy, is I can make a level 24 hospital. That seems like a good pick to me. I've just got to get my hospital capacity up. I feel like a pretty big target in general. Like, this could be worth its weight in gold to me. So, well, anyways. Extremely valuable. We'll put it like that. Here we go. Since gold actually is meaningless to this account, I've got more gold here than I know what to do with, which is pretty awkward. Okay, cool. And now, boom, we'll just queue it up. I know I should ask for a title, but I'm not going to do that on a live stream. Chisgule, how much power do you need to join Kingdom 75? Anybody can join Kingdom 75. The question will be, what alliance do you get into? So your power doesn't really matter, but like what alliance you get into will be impacted by what your power is. On the topic of Kingdom 75, let's make our way over to Kingdom 75 after we open up these gold keys. Chisgule, does your opinion for only epic commander pairings for Sunset Canyon remain the same? What was my opinion for only epic pairings in Sunset Canyon? I don't remember what my opinion was. Who should I pair Mehmed with while attacking a city? Ooh, savage. I mean, you should use another commander that is designed for hitting cities, would be my recommendation. So we're just going to get a quick look into 75, and then we're going to need to head out, my friends. We're going to need to head out. We have an insane, crazy packed day. I just want to take a moment to say thank you all. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for watching my videos, for every like you put on a video, for subscribing, for becoming a member of the channel. I'm just very appreciative to have your support and to be able to spend time doing this to like an audience. It is very exciting for me. So thank you all. And oh my God, we need to do some things. All of our buffs fell off. All of our buffs fell off. And during this stream, our action points topped off. Well, let's rock some boosts here. We got food, wood, stone, gold, gathering. We popped a damage boost, solid. Let's get out some troops. I mean, like, what I will say about the supply event that gives the Cleo sculptures and also, well, it's the choice of Cleo sculptures and Sundok sculptures, is like, even we're still doing this on our main, and we think it's valuable, right? Like, I'm killing barbs right now, not really because I need experience on these commanders that I'm using, although some of them are getting experience, but like almost exclusively to just get the sculptures onto Sundok. Because eventually, I want to have the expertise, Since your live and final week is open, can you give your overall view on Lucerne Scrolls? Ooh, yes. I'm so glad. I am so glad you remembered to tell me about that. Because I have been waiting to open 12 Lucerne chests. Are these Lucerne chests any good? I don't know. I'm not sure they are. Let's find out. We're going to open 12 of them. 12 of them. So let's open this up, max it out. Boom. In the 12 that we opened, we got 3 of the 2000 reserves, which is kind of a surprise, 2 dazzling starlight sculptures, a little bit of experience. I mean, look, I do not think it is worth gemming. I do not think it is worth gemming Lucerne Scroll. Even though you get overflow stuff now, it's not good enough. So there you go. I do not think it's worth gemming Lucerne Scroll. What do we have here? Ooh, 1 sculpture of Caesar. All right, and 28 of these. Why not? Yeah, whatever. All right, my friends. I think that we need to head out, unfortunately. I have had a lot of fun hanging out with you this morning. We've got more awesome content coming. Osiris League is going to start to heat up soon. This is going to get really exciting in the coming weeks. So if you're into Rise of Kingdoms, please do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom. Good stream, y'all. That was fun.